It was a chilly Friday evening. As Emily sat curled up on her bed, laptop warming her legs, through its screen glowed her usual escape from the stresses of school, the vibrant online communities and conversations that brought her comfort. At 17, friendship came easier in the virtual world, where she didn't have to see the judgment or disinterest in others' eyes. Scrolling the familiar forums now, she felt herself relaxing into the dull routine. Outside, trees sighed in the wind while rain began its gentle patter on the roof. For Emily, nights like this were perfection, hiding away with only her colorfully lit screen for company. Little did she know the darkness lurking beyond its illuminated borders, waiting to shatter her fragile sense of security. Engrossed in pleasant discussions, Emily failed to notice the subtle shift at first. Innocuous questions took on a peculiar edge. Compliments twisted into thinly veiled insults. She brushed it off, used to he idiots, but unease flickered in her mind like a gutted candle. The strange comments grew bolder, attacking her character with hook, like barbs meant to inflict pain unseen. Checking her private messages, Emily recoiled at the walls of hateful text assaulting her eyes. Cruel names leaped from the screen as ominous thunder rumbled in the distance. She blocked and reported the anonymous user, who called themselves only CrypticHate, but knew this venom would not be so easily contained. The storm had found its first cracks to seep darkness into her once haven. Over the coming days, Emily witnessed CrypticHate's malevolence evolve into a full-blown campaign of terror. No platform was safe from their shifting legions of fake profiles, ready to ambush her anew each time one was banned. She took breaks to little relief. Cyberspace was now a minefield haunted by her invisible stalker. Their missives grew more depraved and threatening by the hour. Emily began doubting her mind's stability as paranoia took hold. Strange noises plagued her even at home. Was this all in her head, or had some omen slipped through the digital veil to make torment flesh? Either way, CrypticHate had succeeded in eroding her sense of reality itself. Playing the angle of false care, CrypticHate gaslit Emily relentlessly. It's all in your pretty little head. You need help. Anyone voicing support faced similar tactics till few remained. Isolation bred self-loathing as Emily fell for each manipulative ploy. Her clinging grip on rationality loosened like a screw. Friends avoided her tormented gaze and whispered lies, lost within the funhouse of her distorting psyche. Emily wasn't sure what was real, the phantom stalking her waking hours or her own deteriorating stability. Either way, CrypticHate had sculpted the perfect buried chamber of madness to suffocate her steady flame. Deleting all Profilescutoff from what little human contact remained, Emily turned for all. She shunned crowded streets and watched shadows from boarded windows. But no barrier could dam CrypticHate's malice as it breached her digital citadel at every angle. Hacking emails and installing spyware, they scoffed at all defenses with mocking messages. "You'll never escape me, pet." Emily soon dreaded even weak moonlight jumping at creaks haunting her empty home. A noose of paranoia, tightened around sanity's fragile thread, as she questioned who might be lurking behind each nervous glance. The invisible bars of her isolation prison were complete. CrypticHate had triumphed in reducing Emily's world to a single trembling form. Utterly alone and at their phantom fingers beck and call. In rare moments of tranquility, a chilling presence announced itself within Emily's mind. An oil-dark void swirled behind closed lids, lined with endless rows of serrated teeth. Lustrous amber eyes peered from the gloom like a big cat poised to lunge. Its velvety voice caressed her psyche. "Let me out. Together we can destroy the one who did this." Emily recoiled from the demon, calling itself Mortis, yet some twisted part of her listened with growing allure. Each fresh torture strengthened its hold, clouding her judgment in promises of gore, soaked revenge. Was Mortis a hallucination born of madness, or something far more ominous emanating from beyond? Either way, its sibilant threats burrowed deep enough to seed dread within dread. One fateful evening, Emily found herself alone yet again in a cold computer lab after hours, an easy target for CrypticHate's final taunts. Their message appeared like a red flag to an enraged bull. "You can run, but you'll never be safe from me." Scarlet rage consumed her senses. Mortis howled in triumph as shadows spilled from Emily's pallid form. Her fingers flew across keys with inhuman speed, hacking deeper into the digital web lurking beyond the visible net. There, she glimpsed leering eyes peering back through CrypticHate's own computer. Logs revealed an address, and Emily appeared upon its peeling doorstep through a pillar of smoke. CrypticHate fled with a shriek at the transformed girl glaring after them with hellish amber eyes. The chase was on as Emily gave chase with bone-chilling laughter. Phasing through walls in her prey's desperate flight. Cornered at last in a dusty attic, CrypticHate quaked at the vengeful specter before them. Mortis greeted its quivering host through crimson lips split in a feral grin. "I warned what would happen should you anger me." Talons unsheathed as writhing shadows engulfed Emily's form. Mortis lunged with gleeful savagery, latching decaying fangs upon flesh. CrypticHate's screams spurred the demon to new atrocities as intestines spilled in a steaming heap. Bones snapped and eyes bulged on dripping stems as the macabre orchestra reached its crescendo. By the time sanguine thirst was sated, not a gram of humanity remained in the ravaged husk. The old gods had fed, and Emily stared through a haze, both revolted yet transfixed. Stumbling dazed from the charnel house, Emily collapsed in exhaustion. Mortis purred in satiation, yet its work was far from done. Only Detective Sam's timely discovery outside prevented further decay. Through her fractured tail, he pieced together their eldritch passenger and its hunger for vengeance through the digital paths of man. Research in forbidden tomes spoke of Mortis and its ilk, cosmic entities drawn to humanity's virtual realms, finding hosts weak of mind. Sam resolved to help Emily accept this parasitic demon and redirect its bloodlust inward through meditation, instead of outward carnage. Only by balancing both inner demons could mortal and monster coexist without destroying one another. A long road lay ahead, but the first steps had been taken towards reclaiming her humanity from the digital depths.